Welcome back to the 20 and 20 Take 2, Paris in My Pockets. Stroll through all 20 arrondissements in Paris, starting in the 20th, working our way down to the first. We're over halfway down. If you don't know what a 20 and 20 is, it's where I visit each and every arrondissement, and I'm giving you 5 of my favorite recommendations for each as we go. Today we're in the 10th arrondissement, which one of my favorite recommendations is right here behind us. I'm gonna tell you about that here in a minute, but there's some good coffee, some good food, there's actually almost too many things to choose from. There are too many things to choose from, and I'm only giving you 5. If you want all of my recommendations for this neighborhood, then go to parisinmypocket.com, grab my guide right now. It's absolutely worth it. It'll make the best trip to Paris possible. And yeah, speaking of the best trip to Paris, let's go get some of this delicious food. If you're missing like what I think of as real bacon, American bacon, and you're looking for like a good breakfast sandwich while you're in Paris, maybe you were out too late last night. Maybe you just missed scrambled eggs. Rand has you covered. These buns are really delicious. The bacon is crispy. This is the first time I've done their actual scramble, which is delightful, and the onions pull it all together. I don't know, what's your take? You seem to like it.
That's really good. Comforting, it's, yeah.
How's the coleslaw?
It's good. I'm not a huge coleslaw fan usually, but it's nice to have some salad.
Yeah,
Just for
throw something on the side.
mentally, after having so many calories here.
I'm not a coleslaw person, so I didn't go for it. Freshly brewed coffee. Their mugs are hilarious. I was hoping we'd get one of their mugs, but I guess we're going for paper today.
Great t-shirts also.
Good spot. And if you're gonna get started wandering the canal in the 10th, or you're gonna go north from here into the 19th, this is a good spot in between either. Just stay on the water, walk either direction, you'll have a good stroll, and this will get you going.
Grab put everything in the bun, get all the sides, and then walk up to Boutroux, walk it off.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That would be the walk that walks it off.
Oh, that was really good.
That was perfect. That looks so good. One of my absolute favorite things in Paris is Canal Saint-Martin, both for walking along, also because the neighborhood around it is generally just really vibey. There's a lot of really good stuff to do, some good shopping, some really good stuff to eat, but also just interesting to watch the boats go through slowly. And you can see there's a whole lock system going up that's been here since, I believe it was put in by Napoleon III originally, but maybe don't quote me on that. I think it was part of the Haussmannian restructuring of the infrastructure of Paris. But what's really cool about it is it still functions today. And one of my favorite really slow rolling things to do if you have time, I wouldn't do this if you only have like a week in Paris, but if you've got 2 to 3 weeks in Paris, you can actually jump on a canal cruise, go very slowly up the river, bring some drinks, enjoy it with some friends. You get to also go underground in the underground portion of the canal that a lot of people don't even know exists. Really, really, really cool. But even if you don't do that, just come to the canal, grab a coffee, grab a drink, sit down alongside the river, or not the river, the canal, and just watch the people go by. One of the best things you can do while you're in Paris, we should probably talk about this even more, the #1 pastime of the average Parisian is people watching. You might notice that on terraces, on the patios, all the chairs are facing out so people can sit and watch the world go by. This is a really good people watching spot. You'll see a lot of characters, a lot of interesting stuff, some questionable activity, and it'll generally be a fun time. I love this place. Why am I telling you about it? I shouldn't be telling you about it. I want to just come here and sit by my, okay, anyways, you should definitely come check it out. While I wouldn't say you should be too intimidated by the public toilets in Paris, they are kind of gross. However, they are free. So let me give you a quick tutorial on how to use these. There are a bunch of them along the canal. You'll see these buttons here. The green means that it's ready to go, and if you push the button, it will open. Yellow means that it's occupied by you now. So when you go in, you just walk on in. There's a button here to open it and close it, and I guess call for help if you need it. But as you can tell, it's kind of nasty. They're not the most friendly. This is gonna close automatically here in a second. And then the one thing I wanted to point out is that after it closes, the wash cycle is what you wanna be careful of. Obviously, if this red light is on, it means that it's out of service and you're never gonna be able to use it. But once this closes, somebody goes in to use it, it opens, don't go in right away. Because if you go in right away after somebody comes out, the next phase is a wash cycle, and it will spray your ankles with who knows what. So make sure to let it go through its wash cycle and then open it up again and then go in. And that's how you use these public toilet kiosks in Paris, and definitely bring your own hand sanitizer. If you're wondering where that really cool spot from my announcement video was with all the red lights and delicious looking bao, it's Gros Bao. The Bao family has expanded all over Paris, and we may have seen one of their early founders, Lucy, at the Cours Salon in the 12th. She got this place up and running and delicious as it is, and they've kept the tradition going. It's tasty, it's great, and just every place has its own vibe. Gros Bao is red, Blue Bao's got some blue going, you've got Petit Bao, which is green. They're all really fun, just cool staff, like nice environment. And this one's great because it's 2 stories and you can sit upstairs, look at the canal and watch the world go by below. The food is tasty, it's gonna be delicious. What more can I say? Love me a bao, especially when it's a Gros Bao. The other locations I think are listed in my guide and on my Mapster. And speaking of Mapster, thanks to today's patron producer, Matt Rogers, for being one of my oldest running patrons, long time. Knew the guy way back in the day. And for, keeping us in Bao, as it were. My patrons at the Wanderer level and above have access to my Mapster, which means they'll have all the redundant locations, like these places that have grown over time. I only get 1 mention in my guide, but they'll be listed multiple times on the Mapster, and thanks to my patrons, and thanks to you, and thanks to Bao for keeping me fed and alive. Porkerific. If you're looking to do something a little bit out of the ordinary, like maybe get a trim, maybe you arrive in Paris and you're thinking, I'm looking kind of bushly, and you want to come get your hair cut, VBS is up here in the 10th, and it's off the canal, because we're trying to get off the canal a little bit here, so you know that there's more to the arrondissement than just that. And how does this look? Oh, that looks pretty stylish. They're also a clothing shop, and their style is on point. My friend Ashley introduced me to this place. If you know Ashley from previous videos, she's a stylist, a celebrity stylist, so she really knows what she's doing. Men's fashioner. If you don't follow her already, gentlemen, you might want to go get some fashion tips from her. But this place is kind of a safe zone for me to buy clothing because I know, by and large, it's going to be Ashley approved. Doesn't necessarily mean everything's approved for me, but she's gonna like pretty much everything going on here. I've had a shave in here. They do some nice haircuts. They've got some classy chairs. The vibe is warm, cozy, stylish, and the staff are really nice. And they're letting me just kind of run all over the place and film right now. So credit to them, kudos. Okay, anyways, we'll see if we can find one that's bigger, but this one's not quite the right size, unfortunately. Anyways, VBS, great spot. You might have noticed a distinct lack of coffee shops in today's video because originally that was my intent. I figured I'd mix it up. I mean, coffee, way too closely related in a lot of people's minds. But one of my favorite coffee shops that's already been in a number of my videos and guide opened up a space in the 10th not that long ago, and I've been wanting to check it out for a while, and I found myself near it because it's near VBS, and well, couldn't resist. Also, I was gonna try and hide the name from you, but it's in half the shots anyways, so I'm not gonna say it out loud. But if you'd like to come get a coffee, I can highly recommend a coffee. I don't have a problem, you have a problem, get out of here. IBU and Petite Écurie is a really nice addition to this street, which is already really fun, quaint, off the beaten track, not a lot of traffic, and has a lot of really fun restaurants, terraces, good vibes. We're here a little bit early for them to be all open. I'm not sure all of them will open. We'll go out there and see here in an hour or so, but this is a wonderful tap house. That was a breath of fresh air for the neighborhood when there weren't anything like this before. It wasn't anything like that before. I don't know how to conjugate verbs anymore. And the thing is, they've opened a second one over near Oberkampf, which isn't too far away. So you can find them in multiple locations. You're gonna get a lot of really fun options, including a lot of local beer. They just got a whole new shipment of Fauve in, one of my favorite breweries in town, who we didn't cover in this series, but I've covered in other series before. If you like beer, you'll find some really good beer, some really fun local options here in Paris. And this is a great spot if you want to kind of come have a chill evening. We'll see how the evening progresses, speaking of the evening, but usually it's a pretty hopping little nightlife here. I just got here right when they opened so that I could film with nobody in, because I thought that'd be kind of nice. Whew, it's been a busy couple of days. I'm drinking a really interesting IPA as well. This is delightful. Thanks for watching and wandering through the 10th with us today. If you happen to be one of my patrons scrolling on the side, thank you so much for making this possible. Genuinely, this is community-funded creation. Like the only way that I've been able to do this as a job and focus so much time and energy on it and get wonderful people on the team like Paolo to edit it or Emily to help me arrange a few things here and there as we go, and to feed Cooper is because of my patrons. So thank you so much to all of them. Thank you to you for your watching. I hope if you're coming to Paris, you have a great time and that all these recommendations help. And remember, you can skip ahead right now by going to parisinmypocket.com, grabbing my guide. All the recommendations are in there, and it also helps to support the channel. This is just another way to do it and help me continue to do these things. If you like it, if you get some value out of it, hopefully you do. Anyways, thanks, cheers to you, to IBU, and to Paris as a whole. We're over halfway done with this series, so only 9 more to go.